Hi, and welcome to Two Broads Abroad. Again, I'm Renee, and Sandra is still abroad. So let's dive into what it's really like spending Christmas and New Year's in Vietnam. We flew from Cambodia to Da Nang. After landing, we decided we needed to go get something to eat. Our Airbnb host told us to go to Bang Giao Bang Dang. Searching for authentic Vietnamese food in Da Nang. Come on. It was so good. It was down a few alleys and we weren't quite sure if we were in the right place, but we found it and it was amazing. We ordered everything on the menu. Thankfully, there were only a few things. And the pancake, which we thought had egg in it and doesn't, still was so delicious. Da Nang is a pretty interesting city. We stayed over by the beach side of it. There is a whole other downtown that's high rises and a completely different vibe. So we were really looking for some beach time. And even that was much more, people liken it to Miami. So there were still some high rises on the beach. We stayed a little bit down at one end. We were there for 13 days and had an adorable coffee shop down below. This little buddy who came to greet us every day, who lived down the street. We were a short walk across the street to get to the beach, or we could walk down maybe half a kilometer to get down to the edge of Mai Key Beach. And that was wonderful. They had surfing and restaurants, and the beaches had chairs that you would rent. Some of the places didn't even charge you to rent the seats as long as you spent some money. And that really kept us under budget too, because a beer was only a couple dollars. And if you did have to pay for the seat, that was maybe $4. It was great and very laid back. We did rent scooters and we went to go see the Lady Buddha and Lin Ong Pagoda. That was free and beautiful. The Lady Buddha is actually the tallest in Vietnam. She's 220 feet tall, and there's 17 floors inside of her with 21 mini Buddhas. You can't get in there, but I have on good source that that's actually inside of there. I was also on a hunt for looking for the red-shanked duck langurs. They are an endangered monkey that is in this area by the Lady Buddha, which they also have nicknamed Monkey Mountain. And I did find lots of monkeys, but they were pretty much rhesus macaws. Still adorable. And you see they're everywhere. We did go for Christmas to the Salah Hotel. Sandra looked it up.
They're going to be playing emotional music tonight.
Emotional holiday music.
Yes, so we're all ready.
We took pictures on the way in. They had created a really cute gingerbread house scenario. Once you got upstairs, we were fortunate enough to have the very front table for Mr. Carter. I told Sandra Carter that must be her dad, who they were saving the table for. The spread was incredible. I mean, there was beef tenderloin, beef Wellington, there was vegetarian, there was sushi. We got to meet the chef, but they had kids who were singing emotional Christmas music. They had a couple different bands. And they also had raffles. And I happened to win one of the raffles, which meant that they then asked me to come up and say a few words. If any of you know me, you know how much I hate to do that. But it went okay. It was a good mix of people, so it wasn't that I was speaking to a completely Vietnamese audience. And it was very funny because when I was done, they started chanting Salah. I didn't know if I was at a Liverpool match or the Salah Hotel. It was a really good time though. Highly recommend it. If you're in Vietnam, why not, right? The dinner at Salah happened on the 23rd. So for Christmas Day, we had decided that we were going to go to the beach and order sushi, as you normally do in Chicago for Christmas. We wanted to take full advantage of the nice weather. Well, as luck would have it, we woke up to rain. The boys at the coffee shop were so nice. They made us some wonderful egg coffees. So we started our day with that and decided to go and follow our nose, and hopefully it would stop raining. Now that's the menu.
We are just literally wandering around. It's Christmas Day. And let's see. It is pouring rain. So we keep having to shelter, and we can't shelter without making a purchase, so this will be our second beer. I'll keep you posted. What do two broads abroad do?
It didn't stop raining. It actually rained all day. That was the perfect Christmas because we really had nowhere to be. If you're enjoying the Two Broads Abroad travels, please like and subscribe, and you can come on this journey with us. We'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to, and we do them gloriously. On the 26th, we did go to Hoi An, which was 20 minutes from Da Nang, and completely different vibe. Hoi An has the ancient city, which was beautiful, and the streets are lined with shops. And there's tailors. We actually know someone who had a 3-piece suit tailored for them for $200. There's textiles, you name it, you can get it in Hoi An. We stayed by the beach and went to Purple Lantern for dinner and had whole fish. The family was wonderful. And we were talking about how nice it is because you're in their home having dinner. They have an area that is for the family respectively. You're in the living room. We did take a lantern making class, which was a lot of fun, and the lanterns are beautiful. We tried our hardest to get them home without breaking them, and we actually managed. There's one that's a little dented, but that was fun. Highly recommending that. I'll put down their link. They also had a coffee making class there, which we did not take. But let me tell you, Vietnam's coffee is a completely different game from what you're used to. They have so many different coffees. They're delicious. They are sweet. So even if you're just getting a coffee, you really need to specify that you want just regular milk. Otherwise, you're going to get a condensed milk in it, which isn't bad, but if you're used to black coffee, it's kind of a tough one. We also went to Mr. Hai's noodle shop because in Hoi An, there's a dish called Khao Lao, and it's very specific to that area. And we were told that he makes the best one around. I'm not arguing with that. And it was down a side street, and it was very good.
Okay, we are heading out for a night out in Hoi An after spending the day at the beach.
Hours. We're not coming out until 3 a.m.
Yeah, and we're heading out to party, so we're bringing you along. We're badasses.
We did go to Ba Mu Temple, built in the 1600s. It was a beautiful spot, cute little restaurant cocktail bar right by it where you could stop and have a drink before getting into the masses on the streets. That was really our first encounter of crossing the street without lights or anything. And in Vietnam, you just walk and don't stop. Everybody goes around you. It's kind of an amazing feat to get across the street in Vietnam. If you hesitate, you're screwed. Something else we did in Hoi An was we went to Hoi An Memories. It is performed most nights. I believe they're off on Tuesdays. But they have 300 performers maybe, and the stage is 25,000 square meters. So it's huge. It's showcasing 400 years of local history, culture, and trade through music, light, and traditional Oi Day costumes. It's such a vibrant show and beautifully choreographed, and all these people moving together at the same time. It's a sight to be seen. I will say it also rained on us. We got a lot of rain in Da Nang and Hoi An, but the people who were running the show were kind enough. They brought out boxes of rain ponchos for everyone. So it made it quite pleasant to sit through the rest of the show. After we left there, we saw many people on the river doing their lantern release. The Hoi An lantern release, it's a cultural tradition in Vietnam and it happens at sunset. The act symbolizes prayers for luck, happiness, peace, and prosperity. So you know we got in on that. There are people who go down the river and gather up a lot of the lanterns, but just in case some end up sinking to the bottom, it's beautiful. And we weren't going to do it initially, but then we did hop on a boat and really enjoyed it and had a really good time with our boat driver. He was a lot of fun. We did spend a whole day at the beach in Hoi An, and that was a great chill day. We had to take this cute little alleyway to get to the beach, and we went past Mr. Ho's, and there were signs for it also, and it said pizza, so we thought we would just check it out one night. Definitely, if you're down in Hoi An by Anh Bat Beach, you should check this out. A 4-course meal for both of us was $38 with a cocktail and a bottle of wine. Highly recommend this one. Don't pass it up. And the families were very nice. After a couple days in in Hoi An, we did go back to spend the new year in Da Nang. We still had a few days left. We took the summer cooking class, which was a great deal. It was $32. And that was a lot of fun because the mom had started the class, but now the daughter was taking it over. And you're in someone's home. And when we got there, they basically passed out the straw hats because it was very hot. And we walked down to the market and got everything we needed. We came back. First thing was first, they taught us how to make salted coffee because of course you need coffee and caffeine before you're gonna start cooking. The food we cooked was delicious. We made pho, nem lui, gao zhao, which is the mango salad, nem quan, spring rolls, and like I said, the salted coffee. We had 5 people in our class, so you really could get some one-on-one attention. And at the end of it, we got a little certificate, and we also got a cookbook. We spent New Year's Eve at Mai Key Beach, which was a short walk from our house, and it was wonderful because, and we had a lot of fun with the locals. It was a lot of families, and people just pulled up chairs or brought their own. There were some restaurants and bars that were serving on the actual beach. A lot of people walking around and hawking nuts and snacks and stuff. There was no actual organized fireworks, but everyone was shooting off fireworks, and it was so much fun.
Happy 2026!
Our last day in Da Nang, we decided to treat ourselves, and we went to Rang. It is a Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant that was just down the street from us. It was an Indian restaurant that every part of it was perfection. The staff, the restaurant, the food, the artwork. Couldn't have asked for a better last night in Da Nang. And I didn't even know that there's 7 Michelin mentioned and starred restaurants in Da Nang. So even though we stayed at the little beach area and had an amazing Christmas and New Year's, Da Nang is so much more. I know there are things that we didn't mention, like the Friendship Bridge and French Town and Greek Town. We just chose not to do those areas because from what we were seeing and hearing from people, is they're all pretty darn packed with tourists and people. And I think when we go back next time, we definitely will get up to Golden Bridge. It was just really hard to do with the rain, and you need to get there really early if you want to get, some good shots and not just have a ton of people around you. If you're enjoying the Two Broads Abroad travels, please like and subscribe, and you can come on this journey with us.